We were out yesterday and Shane was playing videos of like me singing and I was like, please turn it off. Please turn it off.
I get that, yeah.
I get really embarrassed.
Yeah.
But I think that's a shame because I remember even at the time, you know, I didn't even focus on that. I just focused on how fantastically talented you were and what a great voice you had. And I mean, what was it the pressure of that then that made you not like yourself afterwards because of the stick you got about your weight or...?
I didn't actually get that much. I think I was just very sensitive and I was still a child. Like although I was 22, I was actually probably about 16, which is my mum and dad's fault. They mollycoddled me. But I think I didn't realise what would happen, and it was all so fast as well.
Yeah.
And the papers picked up on it a lot, and magazines, and I think when
That's
you're
what
that
I mean, so
young,
was it pressure?
rolling with that was quite a lot. And then once I'd started to lose weight, I remember actually my insecurities became stronger.
Oh, really?
When I see that video, he was so much more confident than I became.
So did you become more unhappy the more weight you lost?
Not unhappy, I think it was
Or just insecure?
Insecurities, because they started to heighten. And I'm really interested when people think that when they lose weight, they become this new person and they've got a new haircut, new clothes.
Yeah.
But actually, your insecurities become... they can become stronger.
Yeah. And are you still struggling with it now?
A little bit, yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry, darling,
so not so much. So what has changed within yourself?
I think a healthy, good relationship has made a big impression on my life. I was in a not a very toxic relationship, and I think that made a lot of things worse because they would pick up on my insecurities and use them against me.
Oh. Yeah.
And that was that only heightened them. And then being with someone new now, it feels completely different this time.
That's wonderful.
Oh. But it's interesting what you say there, because I've got a real... I know what you're getting at when you say that, is that people that are overweight, because, I mean, I've been every size in my life, and you can convince yourself that your whole world will be perfect when you lose that weight. And, of course, having that weight has almost just distracted you from your other insecurities.
But
so
if
that
the
goes,
insecurities
and then you're just left with it.
The insecurities don't go.
Yeah.
If anything, you become more aware of what you're doing, so they start to heighten.
Yeah.
And I think it's a confidence, and you can change the outside, but the inside will always be the same.
Do you know, for me, the bit that breaks my heart is the thought that you bounced on that stage as a young boy with this...
It's a bit cruel.
I remember that... If you let me finish, Colton. What I meant was you bounded on, then, shall I say, full of enthusiasm, with this absolutely stadium-filling voice, full of your own confidence. And actually, it was the journey of suddenly being picked apart by the very public who shout and bawl and say, we should be allowed to be exactly what we like, but they wouldn't let you be how you liked being. And actually, you're less confident now. There's a bit of my heart that breaks for you, Craig, because it shouldn't be that way around.
My confidence is back now, in the sense that, but as time went on, it started to deflate.
Please tell me you're still singing now.
We are.
And you're still making music.
But even I did a gig on Saturday, and I still get absolutely petrified.
Yeah, but that's
nothing changes.
Yeah.
How much have you lost, by the way, altogether?
Right now, because I lost too much and I became a little bit ill, and I became so into it that it was starting to be and I didn't want to do that. I never wanted to be that person. I didn't want to go out and count calories and sit at a dinner table and go, well, I'll have water.
Yeah.
So I like to eat, and I didn't want to be that person, so I completely stopped that. And I think around about now it's about 4.5 stone.
So
maybe a little bit more.
How much weight did you originally lose, and what was too much weight?
I got down to about 12 stone, which was someone who's 6'2", who was big. I just looked gaunt. I looked really unhealthy.
Well, you look
And
like
when
you
you
found
say, sorry, when you say ill, physically, but did you find... Because I know when I got to my lowest weight, it was that obsession. You then get... Not anorexic, because that's a very big... Not that, but there's somewhere in between that, isn't there, where you just get obsessed and you can't think of much else other than staying at that weight.
You become so obsessive with that, you don't know... you don't know what you're doing anymore. And all you seem to do is wake up thinking, what am I going to eat?
Yeah.
Or what am I not going to eat? Or what have I got to do today? And I thought, I can't do this anymore.
Are you still singing? Are you still performing? Please,
Yeah,
please say that you
absolutely.
are. Good,
Absolutely.
good. And are you still in touch with Gary Barlow? Was obviously a huge support for you.
I texted him the other day, and I spoke to Robbie to see his eyes are on.
Is this true? Did you text him while you were on the loo because you wrote a song?
Yeah.
You did.
Robbie Williams.
Place to write songs, isn't it, on the list?
Honestly, I had the time to myself. I could concentrate, and it was just, it was
and you
great.
sound really good in a bathroom,
But
don't
the
you?
thing was, it was voice note.
Oh.
And it was emails as well, and he was like, I was sending him emails, and he was like quickly replying. This was all in the space of one toilet sitting. And he was like, so there was a lot of emails, and he was like, I can't understand what you're saying, so I voice note it. And it wasn't until I got into bed I thought, why did I do that?
Yeah. And if
Why
you were
have
in
I
there
just-
that long, you should have gone to the doctor, really.
Like, that's the one best
Whole
contact.
song,
That's the one best contact I've got. Why am I voice noting him on the toilet? Really, I'm not doing this
But what
well.
did he say? Did he like your song?
He loved it. He actually said if I don't want it, he would take it for his album.
Oh,
Fabulous.
fantastic.
So I thought that was a good thing, so I kept it.
Would you consider
not soft.
doing songwriting for other people? Or...
That's what I want to do now.
Okay.
That's why I do a lot more songwriting. I do sing, but I was offered a hell of a lot after the show, and I just turned it all down.
Why?
I just didn't. Probably. Looking back now, I'd say yeah, and it was also I didn't want to do stuff I didn't want to do.
Click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces, and click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.